Hello, my name is C, and today I have a month in review for you. So I'm going to go over all the kits that I worked on in September, what I completed, any whips that I have, and at the end, I'll talk about what I have planned for October. Can you believe I was looking at the calendar and there's only 3 more of these left for the year if I decide to do one for December as well? That's wild. I'm gonna have to dig out all of my kits soon. Anyways, so in my handy dandy logbook, we will take a look at this today as well. I participated in Drills and Chills. I have only been working on kits for this event. I don't have my rings on. I have only been working on kits for this event. So I started 3, I completed 3, and I have 1 whip. And then rewards, purchases, unknown. I did not want to look. I actually got back to choosing a quote for September. I'm really sorry. It has been incredibly windy for 3 days, and I hope you can't hear it. My window is right there. Anyways, the quote I chose was, "You deserve to take up space from the probability of everything." It's a very sweet, I can't say sweet. It is a very hard book about the just about life and death and grief, and it is juvenile fiction, so it's a middle grade book, but it is really good. It takes a look at a lot of things of how to deal with the end of the world. It was a good book. I really recommend it, but that's not what we're talking about. The first kit I completed was 3 Ghosts from Makemarket. I don't have a artist, which is quite unfortunate. I quite like including that when I can. But because this was sold in Michael's, I'm pretty sure all of this stuff is legally licensed. That's the general consensus across the community. So anyways, this is 3 Ghosts. It is roughly 40 by 50 centimeters. It has 24 colors, and I added 1 crystal. It is my 23rd finish of the year, 135 overall. I started it August 8th, 9th. I wrote the wrong date and then I scribbled over it and it's not very clear. And I finished it September 7th. So I did count this one as like a Drills and Chills. It's not really because I started it early, but it is in my world. So I thought this kit was cute. I really like the detail that is included within this background. This brickwork looks really good, including like the leaf path, and the greenery on the ground looks good. The crystals I added were some blacks within the eyes of the ghosts. I did do a post review on this one, so I will be sure to link that, an unboxing and a post review. I will be sure to link that down below. But I did say that there were some issues. The diamond quality, the lighter colors, there is a lot of gapping. The darker colors, there was a lot of holes and tabs. Still plenty to complete the kit. It was just kind of something you had to pick through a little bit. The symbol clarity could use some work. There is, and you can't really tell, but there is an M and an N on this canvas. Both dark green backgrounds with dark green writing, and right beside each other all through here. So I'm sure I mix those up every once in a while. Just because they're letters that are similar to each other and they have the same color backgrounds. So that was something that I have to be aware of. My notes on the rendering, yeah, it looks really good. I do wish these ghosts didn't look like they meld into each other, like there was some depth between them. However, I know that when you're trying to do transparent pieces with opaque colors, it's not going to totally come through. This is bothering me. I should find my rings. Anyways, yeah, it looks really good. I was really happy with how it turned out, especially considering the price point. For a $20 Canadian kit, this is absolutely worth the price. You get what you pay for, and it still looks really good. Besides did I mention the glue is kind of slippery down here, which was a little annoying to work with. But besides those like minor things, which happens across the board with every shop you go to, this one turned out great. Okay, I'll grab the next one now. I think I've rambled about this kit enough. All right, next kit, and rings acquired. That was really bothering me. I am so sorry. The next kit I completed was Maven. I will leave this here for a few seconds and just prop up a full picture. I'm never going to get this fully in frame, so here's where we are. This is Maven by Anne-Julie Aubry. Yeah, I think she's French. Anne-Julie Aubry, something like that. Gorgeous piece. It is 55.6 by 78.7 centimeters, 66 colors. One of those is electro, one is an AB, 3 are fairy dusts. And I added 6 crystals. It doesn't look like it, but I added crystals to this one. It is finished 24 for the year, 136 overall. I started it September 1st, finished it on the 18th. Ooh, okay. As you can see, we had that electro right in her forehead here, and that just means a metallic drill, so it's kind of like shiny gold. We also had that orange AB up in the flowers and the ones in her hand. There was the orange fairy dust in her hair, a blue fairy dust within these, like, I don't know what you want to call them, blueberries, maybe just some flowers in her hair. And then the moon is also a gray fairy dust. Where I added the crystals was in all of these little like dust motes in the background. You can see better down here, I believe, like that is all crystals, that's all crystals. Hello, truck. This is all crystals, so anything like that. There's another circle right here. So anything like that is crystals, and I just had fun picking out, like, I think I chose 4 different shades of like oranges and reds, a like pinky clear for that gray, and then a brown. So that's the crystals I added. I really love how this kit looks. However, I will have a post review coming out. I highly recommend you take a peek at it because there was some symbol clarity issues. And I add in all of those photos in the post review, and it's just something like within her hand and within the leaves. But again, all those photos are added to that post review. It is just scheduled to go up at a later date than this video. So some some symbol clarity issues, however, not bad enough to like stop me or inhibit me from completing this kit. Just like some symbols in her eyes and her hands. Those were the biggest ones because they were so similar. But yes, it still looks really good. I was still able to complete the kit, and I know someone I know was able to contact diamondartclub and receive a file to have a more clear view of all those symbols. So diamondartclub was willing to help out with it. I didn't reach out. I did it totally fine. Rendering, my one thing is I love her hair, like her face and her hair look absolutely amazing. I truly love how that looks, especially with the crown. Like all that detail really comes through. My one thing is this dark blue within her dress. I feel like in the original artwork, let me grab that. So it's really hard. It's like 6:30 and it's getting dark out. So I'm sorry, my lighting's no longer the best. But there's this dark blue outline in all of her clothing. So it goes black, brown, blue, and then into grays and teals. That dark blue is not my favorite. In camera, it looks totally fine. In person, I think it's a little harsh. I did the whole like viewing distance thing, and I still find it noticeable. However, these colors in here are so tricky to find. Like, the DMC is limited. That is a known fact. the DMC that diamondartclub uses to assign to colors to diamonds, is limited. So having that smooth transition within these shades is a little difficult. So I could understand why they went with this royal blue. But yeah, that was my one thing. I wish this blue was maybe, I don't know, like a gray or something, a little darker, just so it doesn't stand out so much. But yeah, okay. That is Maven. I do really love this kit, and it was so much fun in the crafter's den to see and work alongside so many other people. It was great. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the next one. All right, I'm gonna leave this here for a few seconds and I will pop up a completed picture yet again. This is Halloween Witch by Rita Konya or Arya Illustration. This was actually from diamondartclub's first Halloween release, and I do have an unboxing up of this one if you want to check it out. But this is Halloween Witch. It is 65 by 67 centimeters, 48 colors. 3 of those are ABs, 1 is a fairy dust. I was so surprised when I pulled this one back out to start it and I saw there was a fairy dust. Super exciting. It is finish number 25 for the year and 137 overall. Okay, this, I should have taken down that picture by now, but this is one I won't be doing a post review on, frankly, just because I don't have that much to chat about. One of the ABs is our classic white, which is in all of these stars and the moon and doing some highlighting in her hair. I think in her hair and the hat, that fairy dust, or sorry, that AB looks really good. However, I'm not a fan of the pink moon. It doesn't really show in camera, but that's the thing with white ABs. They tend to shine more pink than white. And I say this often in my post reviews that white ABs have a time and a place, and in this moon is not my favorite. I think it's fine for the stars. Actually, I'll go with that. I think it's fine in the stars too. I don't like the pink moon. Yeah, and it's sprinkled in the background too. And then there is the green AB in all of the leaves, highlighting in that, which I think is gorgeous. And then the orange AB, you can kind of see a good patch of that there, is in our pumpkins. It is this orange color right in here, and it's throughout all of them. And our fairy dust, the white fairy dust, is in her hair, the top of her hat here, and outlining in the band of her hat. So the specials I think were placed really well in this one, minus the pink moon. That is something I could change if I really wanted to, but at this point I'm calling this completed and I will leave it as is. I truly think the rendering on this kit is beautiful. I think she looks really nice. From a viewing distance, her face is very clear, especially all that detail in her hair as well. So that's amazing. You can kind of see the ruffles in her dress. I think some colors in here are a little harsh because you had this like super deep 310 black, and then it goes into just a gray, which I think there could have been something slightly darker in between these. However, my mind, like, and you can see it in the hat here too, like you have black and then it just all of a sudden is this gray, and it looks like more of a medium gray, if that makes more sense, instead of a dark gray. That is such poor wording. I am so sorry. But I do think something smoother could have been here, and I think that's something diamondartclub improved within their 6000s. However, I don't think that this kit came out before the 6000s did, and I'm wondering if that is something that, had those DMCs existed when this one was released, if that would have been different. because her dress is just, it's very gray and harsh transitions, where in the original it is very black with gray highlights. So who knows? So yeah, her dress is just the one thing I wish was a little different, but everything else looks absolutely amazing. I truly love this kit. It's so pretty. Do I have anything else to add about this one? Oh, I wish I had added some more specials. Like, I had some fun with this one and just went wild, because I think it would have been cool to make this jack-o'-lantern, well, this pumpkin, a jack-o'-lantern, and included a lot of crystals and fairy dust and EVs within these eyes. I think that would have been fun. Again, I could still go in and change it, however, I'm gonna call it done and move on to my next one. But yeah, that is my 3 completed kits for this month. I'm gonna go grab my whip. All right, here is my one and only whip. Wild, right? That's wrong. I feel like that was a skit. I did not mean to do that. I said one whip, and then I remember I abandoned 2 for a little bit. I'm so sorry. This is my current whip. This is Waiting for the Witch by, what's his name? Jeremy something? No. J. Edward Neal. Okay. Well, I got the J right. Anyways, I started this kit. What day is it? Today is September 30th. I started this September 29th. I almost got 2 rows done in the month of September, but I think this one's looking pretty neat. I love, that's going to be annoying to listen to. I love all of these oranges in the center here. I did not place that well. I really like the coloring in these moons so far. I think that's neat. I am not a fan of this blue in the background. Where did I put it? Here's the sticker sheet. Ooh, it's not gonna be great to see. Okay, it's still not great, but it's a lot of darker browns and blacks, and I don't know where the blue came from comparatively. I don't know how I feel about that blue. I'm gonna complete it, see if it's maybe something that just happened with the cats for some reason, but we'll see. Either way, I think it's still looking really good. And these transitions, like, it is a very like rough style transition of background down here, and so far I think turning it into pixel art, it is looking super good so far. I'm very excited to get into the cat's face. Okay, anyways, also the glue on this one is incredibly slippery. I don't know why, but I've had to go back to using the pink wax instead of my putty, which has slowed down my progress. I'm sure if I leave the cover off for a couple of hours and just let it be, it would be totally fine. But yeah, it was something that I struggled in this top corner for a little bit, and then I just gave up and went to the pink wax. So anyways, that is my one whip with little stars on the end, please. I also had the Sunset Crossings, which will remain on hold for the month of October. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. I might start them up again if, let's say, it's the end of October and I don't want to start another Halloween whip. Or another Halloween kit, then I might just work on those to fill in time before the next event. But anyways, that's October whips. Hold on. September whips going into October. I got there. In October, I actually picked up the Diamond Art Studio UK Advent. So I'm going to be working on this. I will complete the borders, and then you guys will see probably in November I will put up a time-lapse video of completing these inner squares. if that's something people are interested in. I did it for the Christmas advent last year, so if we want to see that, let me know and I can do that again. I also will be working on the Crafter's Den Autumn Mystery from Jaded Autumn? Yeah. The Autumn Mystery. I have bought all 3 so far. I'm excited to work on this one. The color palette is bringing me life and I'm so excited to start this. Okay, I'm going to leave this video here. I might try and sneak in one more. I feel like Waiting for the Witch won't take me long to complete. I know this one won't because it is a small kit. Who knows how long this will take. I feel like the border will go super quick and then the cross stitch in the center will take a little longer. That's 3 kits. That's been my... We'll say that's good. I might start something else. I might not. We'll see. But I will call this video here. Let me know down below what you worked on in the month of September. What did you complete? Do you have any whips? And I will see you all in the next one. Alright. Bye-bye.